Is a new round of FUD in the cards for crypto? Guys, today I was going through the charts and from a technical basis, everything looks so perfect. And I was like, man, things are going exactly as I expected. Every chart, every chart, just exactly as anticipated. And then all of a sudden, I came across this news. All right, let me jump to this so you can see. Fed Chair Powell, underscores the need for crypto regulation. All right, it always starts like that, right? It's the government looking out for the good of the people because they care so much about you. And that's the inroads. All right. So I am not against regulation. Let me just state that up front and make it clear. There's a lot of shady shit that goes on in the crypto industry. And I do believe that regulation tends to help uh, control some of that. But we have to be careful here, guys, because the whole reason that crypto, and I'm looking for a statement in here that I just read, the whole reason why crypto is successful in the first place, oh, here it is. Powell referred to the possibility that terrorists or other malicious actors could use cryptocurrency as further examples of the need for additional regulation. All right, that's fine. It sounds well and good. The only problem I have is with this loosening definition of terrorism activity to include such things as protesters who maybe are protesting what they feel is government overreach, people that are for human rights and freedom have been classified as terrorists. We saw many who exposed the government, the NSA, for overreach, unwarranted spying uh, on people anonymously. We have seen them be classified as terrorists. Anybody who has exposed the government for unjust wars, for war crimes, has been called a terrorist. So this definition of terrorism is broadening, and that concerns me because when you're talking about regulating a, a cryptocurrency, that the sole reason, guys, why it is successful, and I'm going to jump to my concluding screen because I don't want to make this long. I wanted to point out the fact that there's another variable here that we have to consider. This idea that Fed chair, and this isn't about partisan politics, guys. I'm not against this Republican conservative Fed chair. All right? So don't label me as one side or the other. Actually, if you want the truth, I have probably voted for 7 parties in my lifetime. 7 different parties besides just the typical Republican versus Democrat. All right? But here we have a very Republican, a very conservative Fed chairman coming out and stating his concern for cryptocurrency. And guys, the whole reason why cryptocurrency is successful in the first place is because it is the first one of the first technologies in the history of America that our government hasn't been able to get its filthy hands on and break. All right? Hasn't broken it, and it hasn't been able to control it to this point. So, what's going to happen here if this suggestion goes unchecked and unchallenged? And because I know the way narcissists works, and so should you all, by the way. If you lived through 2020, 2021, you should understand a little bit of ways that narcissists will gaslight your mind and take control. All right? But this guy here is suggesting that crypto needs to be regulated. All right, fair enough. If that goes unchallenged and people don't say, well, how? Or what do you mean by regulation? Define that further for us. Then the subtlety and nuance of that language will continue as it does. And like a typical narcissist works, the implication is wrapped up in subtlety and nuance and passive aggressive hints and jabs. And then all of a sudden, you're going to be, because you support crypto, you are also going to be anti-patriotic and pro-Russian. And let's say you oppose the type of regulation that maybe our government or governments around the world want to institute, because you oppose it because it's overreach or it's too much regulation, and now all of a sudden crypto is just like a central bank that we've already seen through Canada and Ukraine just recently, can just flick a switch and freeze all assets. Do we really want our government to have that control over crypto? And if so, then what is even the point? What is the point of crypto then? There is absolutely no point, in my opinion, and I'm out. The whole reason crypto is successful is because it is decentralized, it's anonymous, and it's quick and convenient with relatively low cost. I can put up a QR code on my screen and somebody from China can send me Bitcoin within minutes. All right? And obviously there's other networks that are working on the speed and getting faster, and there's networks that are working on the transaction fees, the cost of that, etc., etc. This is the way technology evolves, all right, through this competition. I'm sorry if that seems like a bad word for you, competition, but this is the way all evolution occurs in the history of the world. There is no evolution that has occurred without competition, that dirty word. So yes, we have to be very careful regarding this regulation. If it goes unchecked and unchallenged and is not specified, more FUD, I suspect, is coming down the pipes, and it will begin to spread like wildfire. And that could take our crypto for another nosedive. I hope I am wrong about that. I hope I am wrong. But that news item came to my attention, and I thought it was worth throwing up there because it is not only a variable, but it is a big variable if left unchecked. All right, enjoy your day, guys. Enough said. Peace.